The voice of a generation and spiritual counselor to a string of presidents has offered his final sermon. This morning, noted evangelical Reverend Billy Graham died at the age of 99. He became one of the most notable voices in America in the 20th century, advising world leaders and spreading the gospel across the country.
His message brought him to Tennessee more than once. 10 News reporter Emily Stroud shares a look back on his career and his message.
For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son.
Whether quoting scripture or speaking from his heart,
I have to give the glory and the credit to the Lord.
Reverend Billy Graham's words moved millions in the Christian faith.
He could almost be called a prophet, just like the Old Testament prophets. I mean, he came and told us exactly what it was. And
Bo Schaefer remembers when Graham came to Tennessee, 1970, the East Tennessee Crusade.
Well, it was publicized everywhere. You know, you just knew he was coming. It was everywhere, and everyone was excited that he was going to come.
That whosoever believeth.
10 days of ministry inside Neyland Stadium. President Nixon was there. So was former UT President Dr. Andy Holt and actress and gospel singer Ethel Waters, plus several other crusade organizers and city leaders.
The stadium was quite rowdy. I mean, unbelievably rowdy. And finally, Billy Graham got up and quieted the crowd. And he did it by telling people what blasphemy meant. He had power in his words, and he quieted the crowd.
Roger Gumm was there too and served as a counselor to those who accepted Graham's invitation to accept Christ.
And to be honest, I was on fire, and I just really wanted to be part of that.
Graham came back to Tennessee in 2000, stopping in Nashville.
He was preaching the message he's been preaching, I guess, since 1953, is the message of salvation.
And when the Reverend's health began to decline, his son Franklin returned in his place to Knoxville in 2008.
Personal relationship with Jesus Christ.
A life spent ministering to the world, including our little corner of Tennessee.
He had an influence on my life and millions of others. What a guy.
Emily Stroud, WBIR 10 News.
And many people in East Tennessee have strong ties to Graham and feel connected to the Reverend. 10 News reporter Emily DeVoe explains how the community is remembering him now. Emily.
Robin, people have been posting on social media all day with their personal stories about how Reverend Graham impacted their lives. Carson-Newman University shared this picture of its president presenting Graham with the Evangelist of the 20th Century Award back in 2013. People shopping at the Cedar Springs Christian Bookstore in West Knoxville were buying copies of their favorite books written by the Reverend.
He's very influential, a great guy, and he's going to be he's going to be missed.
For me personally, I became a Christian at one of his crusades in Chattanooga when I was 8 years old.
When you think of a strong Christian evangelist, he is the epitome of that.
Tonight at 6 o'clock, hear from a man who used to be neighbors with the Graham family and why his first encounter with Billy Graham is an unforgettable one. Robin, John.
We will be looking forward to that. Emily, thank you.